today's video, I am participating in a collaboration hosted by Yami, the Latina next door, and this month her co-host is Courtney from Creative on the Cheap. The challenge is called the Look for Less Challenge. I have participated in this challenge several times in the past, and it's really fun. The premise behind it is you find something at a high-end store and you try to duplicate it. I kind of had a trouble with this one because I don't have a whole lot more wall space in my home, so I didn't have any really big project that I was needing to do. So I ended up finding three really simple projects to do, and that's the reason why I'm doing three of them, is because they are so easy. I found these ideas on Joss and Maine, and of course I will include a snippet from their website on how much the actual project cost if you were to just buy it, and then how much it cost me to do all three projects. And then I will show you how I'm going to use them in my home. So let me turn the camera around and I'll show you the stuff I'm going to be using for these projects. For this first project, I'm going to be using an assortment of books that I just pulled off of my bookshelves. And I'm doing the color scheme of green, as you can tell. So this cost me nothing. And this project that I'm going to be doing with them is a temporary thing. So it's not going to be harming the books at all. And then the only other thing I'm going to be using is some of this jute twine that I had in my stash. So it actually is going to cost me nothing to do this project, but if you were going to do it, then you would need to get some twine. I got this from the Dollar Tree for $1. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this project cost me $1 to do.
This project was super easy. All you need to do is just stack the books in the order that you want them to be. I decided to put them kind of tallest to smallest, but you can do that however you want, in whatever order you want to place them. Once you have the books in the order that you want them, you just wrap the twine around and around and around. And as I was wrapping, I was kind of pulling the twine tight, so it was really pulling and sandwiching those books together. Once you get it wrapped around as many times as you want to, then you just cut the twine and then you tie a nice tight knot. I tried to do it myself, but I needed to enlist the aid of my daughter, and so you just tie it in a knot and then you tie the twine in a nice bow, and that's all there is to it. And this project is done. And here is the comparison. Theirs, I almost fell out of my chair when I saw, was $99. And as I said, mine was actually free to me, but if you needed to buy the twine, it would cost you $1 to do the same project. Now, of course, theirs has more books, but I just decided to go with this amount of books. But you can make this as big or as little as you want.
For this next project, these are all things that I also already had on hand, but if you were to have to go out and buy this to reproduce this project, you would spend, I got everything at Dollar Tree for $1, and so there's two of these wired jute cord, 2 glass candle holders, and 2 candles. So in total, if I would have had to go out and purchase this, it would have cost me $6.
So like I said, these projects are so super easy. You just take your hot glue gun and you just add little bits of glue as you go around, and you just wrap the jute twine around the bottom of the not votive holder, but the glass candle holder. And you just kind of have to predetermine ahead of time how far up you want to go on the jar. I just basically used one roll of the wired jute twine per candle holder. And as you can see in their original one, it was $13.99 for one, and I made mine for $3 each for one. I decided to go ahead and make two. Now I don't know what the dimensions of the original one was. It may have been quite a bit bigger, but I still saved a lot of money by doing it myself.
And for this final project, it's kind of hard for me to tell you how much it would cost you to reproduce this because these are just some florals and some greenery and things that I got from my stash. I can't really put a value on that. They're just little odds and ends left over from other projects. Also, this Waverly chalk paint in ivory. I bought this probably 2 years ago, and I've used it numerous times, so I can't really put a value on that. And then this little bird cage I got at a garage sale last year, and I think I paid 50 cents for it. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that this project cost me 50 cents to do. I don't know how much it would cost for you to do if you didn't have all of these things on hand already.
This one was a little bit harder to put a value on mine because theirs was actually $45.99 for a set of two, and I only had one bird cage. And like I said, I basically did this out of my stash, so it cost me 50 cents for the little bird cage. As you saw in the previous clip, I just took the chalk paint and a sponge and I roughly painted it. I didn't even try to paint it perfectly because the original is kind of weathered looking. And then on mine I just added a little bit of more interest by putting the greenery in it, but I'm assuming that once you got those bird cages home, if you bought them from Jocelyn, Maine, that you could add greenery in them once you got them home. So that's the difference between theirs and mine.
So that's it. That is my take on the Look for Less challenge. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it motivated you to go online and look up some of this high-end stuff that you really like and see if you can't recreate it in your own home. I will have the links to the hosts and the playlist in the description box below. I suggest that you check out that playlist because you will get a lot of really good ideas. Thanks so much for watching, friends, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.